Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tmaps 101. My name is Steph Richlow, and I'm the president of Tmaps, which is the Toronto Metropolitan Association of Part-Time Students. We are your student union, which we're a member local of the Canadian Federation of Students, so a larger student movement across the province and country. So what is Tmaps? So we operate as a student union for specifically continuing education, distance education, and part-time degree students. Our mandate and goals are very similar to other student unions on other campuses, but we're geared specifically for part-time, mature, and student parents. And we also recognize that we are in downtown Toronto where we have a high cost of living. So we want to make sure that we have programming that's geared towards low-income folks. So we have three pillars that explain what we do. The first is campaigns and advocacy. We are an organizing space for campaigns on campus, student issues, anything that students want support on, you can come to us. We have membership services that meet the immediate needs of students. And then we also have events and programming that bring us together as a community. We're a member-driven organization, which means we have decision-making processes that are decided by the general members, who are the largest portion of our organization and have the most decision-making power. Members are able to pass motions, elect representatives, and vote in referenda. When we often think of some sort of business or structure, we think of it as a little triangle with all the power at the top to maybe one individual, but we're very much a flipped model of that. So after members, the next highest decision-making power is our board of directors. The board of directors sits on multiple committees, which are also open to all general members of Tmaps. And then we, as a part of the board of directors, have the executive committee, which is 5 elected representatives that help to bring forward the different visions of the organization. Underneath that, we also employ staff, both full and part-time, and they are there to help us make sure that the needs and wants of students are delivered in the services and programming that we deliver. Our membership is made up of a lot of different things. So it's comprised of students across the university from a bunch of different programs. Largely, we have a lot of students that are enrolled in certificates through the Chang School Continuing Education, also part-time degrees, and anyone who is taking a credit course through the Chang School. So that's any course that starts with a C and is 4 letters in the course code long. There are some students that are part of other student unions, like the Graduate Student Union or the Full-Time Student Union, that are conditional members of Tmaps if they are enrolled in those part-time courses with the C course code. So let's take a look at some of the services that are accessed by our membership. We have a health and dental plan that's available for part-time degree students specifically. Full-time students can also get coverage through the Full-Time Student Union, which is the TMSU, and graduate students can get coverage through the TMGSU, which is the Graduate Student Union. Right now, certificate and Chang School students are currently ineligible for this coverage. This coverage is facilitated through Green Shield Canada, and every year, people that are enrolled in part-time degrees have an option to opt out. Normally, this is immediately applied as a part of your tuition and funds. But if you have alternative coverage through maybe a workplace, you can opt out at the beginning of your degree. If you have questions about the Tmaps Health and Dental Plan, the best person to contact is Chloe, who is our health plan coordinator. You can reach her at healthplan@tmaps.ca. Another really wonderful service that Tmaps offers is the bursary. This is a bursary that is offered every semester. We have it in the winter, in the fall, and also in the spring and summer. Every semester, students are eligible to apply for this bursary if they are enrolled in any Chang School course, There are different designations for students who may be in a certificate program or a part-time degree, but full-time students who are conditional members are also eligible for this bursary. Best part of it, this is a $500 bursary that is non-repayable. You don't have to pay it back to us. It is just a grant. So if you have questions about the bursary or you would like to apply, visit tmaps.ca/bursary and you can apply. There are a few other forms of assistance that Tmaps offers. The first being the Tmaps Emergency Grant. So the goal of this grant is to assist students who are experiencing unexpected or emergency financial situations. So these are evaluated on compassionate grounds. Grants can be approved for up to a maximum of $500 once per academic year. Also opened a Tmaps Global Emergency Relief Grant. This is a grant that is offered to students who may be experiencing the effects of global emergencies. So if this is a situation that you are in, please look up on tmaps.ca our Global Emergency Relief Fund and apply so that we can get that to you. We also have a tax clinic that runs once a year during tax season. This is often run in person, but we can also offer online links. In the in-person tax clinic, we are able to process forms for anyone who is filing a simple tax return, so just the current year. The Tmaps Tax Clinic is a part of a collaboration with the Canada's Revenue Agency's Community Volunteer Income Tax Program, so also known as CVITP. If students are interested, you can connect with the services coordinator and apply to volunteer for our clinic. So if you're interested, email Chloe, our services coordinator, at services@tmaps.ca. One other program that we have piloted this year is the Food Share Good Food Boxes. So Tmaps has done this in collaboration with the TMGSU, the Graduate Student Union, to provide good food boxes of fresh produce to members once a month to assist with the rising cost of groceries. 50 boxes are allotted to members on a first come, first served basis. If students are interested, you should email Chloe at services@tmaps.ca to inquire about reserving the box. Information on all of these services and initiatives can be found in our newsletter and on social media. We also offer a legal clinic. This is a free legal clinic with services that are available to all of our members through our in-house lawyer, Bill Reed. He holds both a law degree and an MBA and has been practicing law for over 30 years. Bill is available for both virtual and in-person appointments, and you can connect with him by emailing legal@tmaps.ca. Some of the services that Bill provides includes landlord and tenant conflicts, family law, employment law, debt issues, advice on legal documents or proceedings, and anything that you may need to have notarized. So Tmaps also has a specific student rights coordinator. Lyndall Musselman has been supporting students as an advocate since 2013 and is available to assist all members, so any students that are taking a CE course. Lyndall can assist with challenges related to academic standing, academic integrity, fee appeal, and other non-academic issues. She also runs workshops on these topics every year. Lyndall is available for virtual appointments, and to connect with her, you can email studentrights@tmaps.ca. We also need to highlight the Equity Service Centers. So the Student Campus Center, or the SCC, has different designated equity service centers in the same building as Tmaps. They comprise the following collectives to serve as a space for students from different marginalized backgrounds to come together and organize equity and social justice initiatives. The different centers are the Center for Women and Trans People, the Good Food Center, the BIPOC Student Collective, the Student Access Center, the Queer Space, the Trans Collective, the Center for Safer Sex and Sexual Violence Support, and a recent addition is the Shift Center, a safe space for wellness and mental health support. You can find more information about these different centers on the Full-Time Student Union PMSU website. The Equity Service Centers have their own offices and are found on the second floor of the Student Center and also in the basement. The Student Campus Center also has a multi-faith prayer space. This space can be found on the third floor of the Student Campus Center, and it is a quiet and private space for worship and prayer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia McIntosh. I am the Vice President of Events and Outreach here at Tmaps. We have 3 committees for you to get involved. The first one is the Bylaws and Policy. The Bylaw and Policy Committee is where members get to be a part of reviewing, amending, drafting, and even writing new policies and bylaws for Tmaps. Even make suggestions on university policies. The second is the Equity and Campaigns Committee. If you're interested in getting actively involved in campaigning and lobbying the university, then this is the committee for you. One of our largest campaign is the Education for All, which we are actively working on along with the CFS. It is also a great opportunity to learn to write lobby documents, proposal to the university. The next committee is my favorite because this is my portfolio. It's the Events Committee. This is a great space for you to connect, socialize, participate, and contribute to any ideas you may have. Training are also included as part of our events roster. Overall, these opportunities give you exposure to the student union world, a great place to network, collaborate, and get real life experience. If you are not interested in getting involved but still want to remain informed on what's happening with our student union, you can subscribe the specific Bylaws and Policy, Equity and Campaigns, or the events newsletter via the link on our website above. Next is the Class Representative Program. So the class rep are students volunteer who represent us, Tmaps, in their courses. The class reps are responsible for informing their course on upcoming events hosted by us and campaigns, and connecting students to us for services, information, and or support. The class rep is also responsible for representing their course during Tmaps general meetings. You can submit an application to be a class rep by visiting the link above. And if you're interested in learning more about the other ways that you can get involved, visit our volunteer page at the link above as well. So becoming a board member. So our board member term runs from May 1st last year until the next election period, which is April 2023 this year. So the eligibility is applicants must be students and enrolled in a Chang School course, either in the winter, spring, summer, or even the fall of this year. Proof of enrollment is required. Applicants cannot be enrolled in full-time undergraduate programs or in a graduate program at TMU. Tax clinic volunteers. So for 3 weeks, starting Monday, March 20th of this year, Tmaps and TMGSU will be hosting an annual free tax clinic for our members. The clinic will operate by pre-booked appointments. Same-day drop-in is an option as well, depending on the availability, and bookings will open Wednesday, March 1st of this year. You can follow us on our various social media platforms by viewing our monthly e-newsletter or social media, whether Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at tmaps105, or you can follow us on the D2L core shell, or you can add the phone app, which is called Brightspace Pulse. Back to you, Steph.
Let me tell you a little bit of information about our board of directors. So every year we have a term that starts in May and goes until the end of April of the next year. If anyone is interested in being a board member, the applicants must be students that are enrolled in Chang School courses, and a proof of enrollment and a student number is required. The roles that are available for our board of directors is the 5 executive committee members and 6 different director positions. We have 2 certificate directors, specifically for students that are in a certificate program. We also have 2 part-time degree directors. These positions are for students that are enrolled in part-time undergraduate degrees at TMU. And then finally, we have 2 member at-large positions. These are positions that are open to any students enrolled in Chang School courses, which includes certificate and part-time degree students, but also just general continuing education courses. If you're interested in applying, submit an application with your student number and a little letter of intent to jobs@tmaps.ca. The applicants can include a resume, but it's not required. And then the applications will be reviewed as they're reviewed. Thank you so much for getting involved with Tmaps. If you have questions about any of our services, feel free to email services@tmaps.ca, and you can always visit our website for more information.